In this video, I'll be talking about the best cryptocurrencies to invest in for 2022 so you can make a lot of money. And to do that, we're going to be looking at the past performance of the crypto market in 2021 or over a 1-year period. Now, I've created a list of 10 cryptos, and if you invested simply $100 in each of these 10 cryptos roughly 1 year ago, you'd have invested a total of $1,000, and your total year to date would now be over $67,000. So you could have turned $1,000 1 year ago into over $67,000 by simply investing $100 in each of these 10 crypto projects or assets, depending on how you want to look at it. And so I'm going to be talking about these 10 projects in this video. So be sure to stick around to the very end so you can see the projects that I think are really good moving into 2022 based on the year-to-date returns over the past 1 year and how much money you could have made and also how much money you could possibly make in 2022 from some of these crypto projects. Now, before we get into that and all the details, just a very quick reminder here to one, give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. I post videos here almost every day on topics relating to personal finance. I talk about crypto investments, credit cards, and everything personal finance related. And also be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so with the notifications on, and that way you never miss the updates of when I post new videos on this channel. Also, since this video is about crypto, I want to quickly mention Webull, where you can sign up and get 2 free stocks that could be valid at up to $1,600, and you can also get some free crypto if you decide to invest in crypto on the platform. So be sure to check the link down below, take advantage of that offer. And also the Voyager app, where you can still get $25 in free Bitcoin once you sign up using the link down below and you deposit at least $100 in your Voyager account. And they have several different crypto projects on there. And you can invest in all the crypto projects that I'll be talking about in this video. You'll also be earning interest on your crypto while it sits on the Voyager platform. So be sure to check that link out as well. So let's now get into the 10 cryptos that could have made you over $66,000 if you'd invested just $100 this time last year. So the first crypto on the list is going to be Bitcoin. Now, this list isn't in any particular order, but as we go down on the list, you'll realize that some of these cryptos have returns totaling almost 20,000% in a 1 year period, which is just unbelievable. So if you invested $100 in Bitcoin just about a year ago, you'd be up 115% on your investment. It would have a total of $215 right now. Now, 115% over a 1 year period is a lot for any investment. However, that isn't with Bitcoin at its all-time high. In fact, at the all-time high, Bitcoin was trading at around 69,000. At the time of making this video, Bitcoin has retracted to 48,000. So if you were able to time the market perfectly, you could have even made some more money with Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer exchange without any centralized bank or third party interfering with the transactions. Bitcoin can also be considered as a store of value. However, that would have to be a long-term store of value and not necessarily short-term, because in the short term, Bitcoin does have a fair amount of volatility, which is why we saw Bitcoin go all the way up to 69,000 in 2021 and then crash to around 30,000 in mid-2021, and then went all the way back up to 60,000 and now at 48,000. So over the long term, Bitcoin looks to be a good store of value and also a good investment. But in the short term, it is very volatile, so keep that in mind before you invest. Now, the outlook for 2022 with Bitcoin is very good in my estimation, because in 2021, we had the first Bitcoin futures ETF. We also had El Salvador adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. And moving into 2022, we're expecting other countries to follow suit, accepting Bitcoin as legal tender. And also, we are looking forward to the SEC allowing the first spot Bitcoin ETF or approving one for the US market. And if that happens, it will definitely be huge for Bitcoin. Now, as with everything else, I always give you guys the good and the bad. So the downsides or the potential problems that Bitcoin could face in 2022 would be further restrictions from other countries, similar to what China has been doing with restricting Bitcoin mining and other Bitcoin or crypto related activities, and also investors moving funds from Bitcoin and moving these funds into altcoins instead, which are currently producing insane amount of returns when compared to Bitcoin. We'll talk about some of these altcoins with ridiculously high returns further on in this video. Now, let's move on to the second crypto on this list, and the second is going to be Ethereum. And just about a year ago, Ethereum was trading at around $550, At the all-time high, or at the time of making this video rather, Ethereum is up 555% and trading at around $3,983. So if you had invested $100 in Ethereum about a year ago, you would have a total of $655 invested right now. Definitely a huge return on investment over just a 1-year period, but it gets crazier as we go down this list. Now, Ethereum is one of my favorites, and this is because Ethereum offers a decentralized finance system which allows you to send, receive, borrow, and earn anywhere in the world. And apart from having to do with money, Ethereum allows you to trade or put to use as an NFT or non-fungible token, anything that you already own and represent it. So this way you can get royalties every time it's sold, or you can even take out a loan against something that you own. Now, my favorite part, or my favorite thing about Ethereum, is that it allows you to create dApps or decentralized applications. And so people are currently using Ethereum to create decentralized applications that will be disrupting current business models or even inventing new ones to make our lives much easier. So for example, a decentralized application could be you going to purchase a car, and once you pay for that car, the paperwork, the title, and everything is issued in your name, which removes any middlemen or any work that you'd have to manually do yourself. And with all these decentralized applications coming out, I think Ethereum is one of the most useful crypto projects on the market right now. So in 2022, the outlook for Ethereum is very good because Ethereum will be a deflationary crypto. And also, we currently have an increased interest in DeFi or decentralized finance, and also in NFTs, which somewhat rely on Ethereum. So I think the outlook for 2022 is very good with Ethereum. Now, the third crypto or coin on this list is Solana. And just about a year ago, Solana was trading at $1.10. It's currently up 11,600%. and at $181 at the time of making this video. If you had invested $100 in Solana just about a year ago, you now have a total of over 11,000. Now that is a mind-blowing return for just a 1-year period. In fact, if we look a bit further, if you invested $1,000 in Solana a year ago, you'd have over 6 figures or a return of over 6 figures. Now, apart from Solana boasting itself as being the fastest blockchain in the crypto world right now, the transaction fees are significantly lower than Ethereum. And because of this, there's been an increase in the number of projects started on the Solana blockchain, which attributes to this massive and insane 1-year return. Now, in 2021, Solana has even been dubbed as the Ethereum killer, and this has really helped Solana to provide these insane returns. Now, the outlook for 2022 with Solana is also very good in my estimation, especially because of the lower transaction fees when compared to Ethereum. And recently, more and more celebrities are creating NFTs, and they're choosing to do so on the Solana blockchain as opposed to the Ethereum blockchain. And so I think this is going to positively impact the price of Solana moving into 2022, especially with NFTs becoming more popular every single day. Now, the next coin on this list is Polkadot, and just about a year ago, Polkadot was trading at $4.58. It's currently up 450% and trading at around 27.23 at the time of making this video. So if you had invested $100 in Polkadot a year ago, you would have around $559 invested, or $559 invested. Once again, a return of over 450% over a 1-year period is mind-blowing for just about any investment. Now, Polkadot has had some massive swings in 2021. It has moved from around $4.58 all the way up to $50, then all the way back down to roughly 10, and back up to a high of 50, and now back down to around 27. So definitely a lot of volatility with Polkadot. Now, the biggest thing for Polkadot in 2022 are the Parchain auctions. And these auctions, projects can bid for a place on Parchain. And if they keep that spot, or they can keep that spot rather, for up to 96 weeks if they win. Now, the cool thing here is that if a project doesn't have enough Polkadot, then they can create a fundraiser or borrow Polkadot from holders, and they can stake that Polkadot, and then the Polkadot holders who they got the Polkadot from will be receiving tokens from that specific project, as well as the full amount that they provided, which is as good as any incentive could be. The next coin on this list is Matic or Polygon, and just about a year ago, Polygon was trading at 0.014. currently trading at $2.55. It's up over 13,000% over the past year. So if you had invested $100 around this time last year, you would have a total of over $13,000, and that is an insanely astronomical amount of returns. Again, if you were to invest $1,000 instead of $100, you'd easily have a six-figure return from this investment. Now, investors are looking for lower cost solutions and running from the high gas fees that come with Ethereum. And for this reason, they have been flocking to Polygon. And in 2021, the Polygon network reached a high of 7.4 million, which actually exceeded the current daily transaction volume of Ethereum. Now, with Polygon, transactions are handled off the layer 1 chain, as Polygon uses layer 2 to split the traffic. And you can think of this as having one crowded highway and then creating a second highway and then diverting traffic on the second highway, and this ultimately reduces the congestion. Now, the outlook for 2022 with Polygon is good, except for the fact that people are now looking at the fact that Ethereum 2.0 may be here, and if it becomes cheaper to use layer 1 on Ethereum, then you could argue that Polygon will not really have a use case anymore. Now, Polygon's founder has said that even with Ethereum 2.0, the gas fees will still not be as low as with Polygon, so he thinks that Polygon will still be around for a very long time. Now, with that said, I personally think that Polygon will continue to go up, and it'll kind of follow Ethereum in terms of price. So if Ethereum is going to go up by, let's say, another 100% next year, I'm looking for at least a 100% increase in Polygon as well. Now, the sixth crypto or coin on this list is Luna or Terra. And just about a year ago, Terra, ticker symbol Luna, was trading at around 45 cents, and it's currently up 18,000% year to date. It's trading at around $88 at the time of making this video. And so if you had invested just $100 a year ago, you'd have a total of over $18,000 right now. Again, mind-blowing, ridiculously insane gains from a $100 investment. Now, Terra is a bit different because it's actually a collection of stable coins, including USDT, which is pegged to the US dollar. And the cool thing here is that these stable coins are decentralized, and because of this, the Luna token or Terra token is completely different from your average or your regular stablecoin such as USDC. In 2022, I'm expecting Luna or Terra to be in the top 10 cryptos, or at least by the end of the year in the top 10. The seventh crypto or coin on this list is the Sandbox, ticker symbol SAND, and just about a year ago, the Sandbox was trading at around 0.03, currently up year to date 10,000%. And at the time of making this video, it's trading at $5.15. So if you invested $100, you would have a total of over $10,000 invested right now. Again, insanely high returns for a 1-year period. Now, the outlook for 2022 is really great for Sandbox or the Sandbox because it's a 3D metaverse where users can create their own world using NFTs. The Sandbox is also a game where you can buy and sell land, you can rent it, you can lease it, pretty much anything. And this is why the Sandbox has seen this ridiculously high increase over the past couple of months and over the past year. Now, keep in mind that the cryptos mentioned in this video, even though they are insanely or providing insanely high returns, these are not when these cryptos are at their all-time highs, and the all-time high would have you earning significantly more from these cryptos. Also, Facebook has said that they'll be focusing on the metaverse going in 2022. So the outlook, I think, for the Sandbox is going to be very good. This now brings us to the eighth crypto or token for 2022, which is Mana or Decentraland, which pretty much does the same thing as the Sandbox, or similarly, you can buy and sell land in the metaverse. And just about a year ago, Decentraland was trading at 0.069. It's currently trading at $3.29 and is up over 3,800%, which means if you had invested $100, you'd have over 3,900 right now. This also means that the Sandbox and Decentraland have competition going forward into 2022 because as NFTs become more popular and valuable, and also the metaverse, I think that both these coins will be exploding in the future. Now, with that said, there may be short-term pullbacks in the gaming crypto world because of the insane gains it has had over the past few weeks or months. But a long-term outlook, I think it's going to be very good for the Sandbox and also Decentraland. Now, the next crypto or coin on this list is Avalanche, ticker symbol AVAX, and just about a year ago, it was trading at $2.75. It's currently trading at $118, which is a year-to-date return of 3,700%, which means that if you invested $100 a year ago, you'd have a total of over 3,800 invested, which is also very high for a 1-year return. Now, people keep running from Ethereum. They're trying to get away from the gas fees, and so Avalanche was another option which led to this massive rally in 2021. Avalanche is actually even quicker than Ethereum that we mentioned earlier on in this video in terms of transaction speed, as Ethereum can only process around 14 transactions per second. Ethereum is just 14, but Avalanche can do 4,500 per second. So definitely a competitor here. Now, with all of this taking place, there is an increased interest from institutions into the Avalanche platform. And so moving into 2022, I'm expecting that Avalanche will skyrocket if institutions start investing into this platform. Now, again, as with Polkadot, the downside here is when Ethereum 2.0 is released. Will the transaction fees and speed of Avalanche be good enough to keep up, or will it become obsolete? And that is yet to be determined. Now, finally on this list, I have to throw in a meme token or meme crypto, and this is going to be Dogecoin, which a year ago was trading at around 0.0034, currently trading at 17 cents, and year to date up 3,500%. If you had invested $100 a year ago, you'd have over 3,600. Now, at the all-time high, you'd have significantly more in terms of gains. So for a meme coin, Dogecoin has done really well over the past year. Now in 2022, I think Dogecoin is or has a great outlook because Elon Musk is still hinting that Tesla will be accepting Dogecoin and not Bitcoin. And it's currently down to 17 cents from its all-time high, which was around 74 cents. So this seems like a very good buying opportunity for a lot of investors. I think that this is making them very bullish on Dogecoin for 2022. So these are my top 10 cryptos for 2022 based on the past performance in 2021. I think it's worth looking into owning a percentage of each of these cryptos, with Bitcoin and Ethereum, of course, being the more dominant ones. Now, comment below, let me know what you think about the cryptos mentioned in this video. Do you currently own any of these cryptos, and which ones are you more bullish on? And if I missed any of your favorite crypto projects, comment them down below and let's talk about those as well. Now, as I mentioned earlier on in this video, be sure to check out the Voyager app, link down below. You can still get $25 in free Bitcoin once you sign up and deposit at least $100 in your account. You also get a debit card and you can get 9% in interest on money that you have there. So be sure to check that out. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. All the best, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.